Just a few miles off the shores of Lake Michigan, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. This evening, we've got a matchup out of the NL Central Division between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Chase Anderson is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Chase Anderson, Matt, a pretty good pitcher. Really good control. He has a 3-pitch mix of fastball, curveball, and the straight changeup. His changeup has gotten better. As a matter of fact, if he has that straight changeup, it makes his 92 to 93 mile-an-hour fastball look that much better. If he's on, you'll know early. He'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Here's Matt Carpenter, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now here's the ball hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Yelich going back to the track. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo shot on the very first pitch of the ball game, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
Batting second.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Line
shot to first, and there's one away. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, what's the key for a road victory in this one?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times. So look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. Just a 3 for 13 batting line. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 23, Marcell.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Has a look, now the pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Kane going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Striding into the box, Paul DeYoung. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
The 1-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Popped straight up. Number 18 onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
The right fielder.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s, getting to that one.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And they're runners at the corners now. Popped up. Thames calls for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. On to the bottom of the first at Miller Park, and the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. Jack Flaherty gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here now is the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Bader ranging back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here it comes. And he misses there. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
He froze him on the fastball there. Christian Yelich becomes out
third.
number 2 this inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run, and that'll be a base hit for Braun. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
For every pitcher, you'd like to get through that first inning, 1, 2, 3, 2 out single. Now the cleanup man comes up.
Absolutely, and you know what that means. Cleanup hitter. Guys are in scoring position the minute he steps in the box, let alone have someone on first base.
In now, number 18. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The third baseman
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. Brewers strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He comes in as a .316 hitter. He's taken him deep once. And here's a ball hit in the air. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Molina leads off second with nobody out. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball one. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Batting none.
And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. Bunt still on here with one away as he puts this one down. And there's out number two.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt.
Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded foul. Carpenter, 33 years old. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but
meanwhile now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. And he is in there.
Now batting.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Colton Wong will stand in. He swings and grounds it to short, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. Throw won't get him.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. A bouncer up the middle. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers nothing. Digging in now for the Brewers, Yasmani Grandal. His prior history versus this arm. He's 0 for 4. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fowler has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in steps the lefty power threat, Eric Thames. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
The 1-1 home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 8. The shortstop.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. In there, strike 1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 out, nobody on. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten him.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung. He reached on a single in his first try. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box, Dexter Fowler, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So here now is the pitcher, Chase Anderson, as we move
for
on
the
to the
Brewers,
bottom of inning number
the
3.
pitcher.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only
Anderson.
down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
That's what you call
The center
clipping the
fielder,
outside
number
corner.
6.
Great movement on that slider,
Lorenzo.
and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder. 3-0 now. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, the right fielder, Christian
From the stretch.
Yelich.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Brewers go down quietly. Still down 3-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off.
Molina.
First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count to Molina. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits. So it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Harrison Bader, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer. You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Braun, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. Ready for another chance? Jack Flaherty. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. Here comes the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoke toward the hole. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. The relay, and he'll get in there safely.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the two outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Adrian Hauser answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Wong on third with 2 out. To 1-2 now. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cardinals lead it 5-0. Now at the plate, Ryan Braun. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Just hung in there on that one. The next 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 18.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 18. He drew a walk his first time up. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed, and he adds another one heading to third for the 3-bagger.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now, and he fouls this one off. A base hit in his first trip. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Ozuna on the run, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up, and the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Great job there by this power hitter, known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Seared down the first baseline.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago. So now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And another foul ball. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. St. Louis is out in front, 5-1. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Digging in once again, Paul DeYoung. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Now a ground ball for Moustakas. This might be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batter.
Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit's all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cardinals are out in front, 5-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs. But he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Ground ball, foul down the left side. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. The next 3-2. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Full count now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Orlando Arcia is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Lorenzo Cain comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Thames stands at second with 2 gone. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bader is in pursuit. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down here 5-1. Digging in and looking for more, Yadier Molina. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison.
Digging in, Harrison Bader. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Line drive to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Jack Flaherty.
Ready once again, Jack Flaherty getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to short. Arcia has it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're up 5-1. In is Christian Yelich, and then he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1-2-3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
And that misses 2-1. Two and two.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
That was a
Now
good
batting.
job tying him
The
up
left
inside
fielder,
on that strikeout
Ryan.
pitch. It wasn't even in the
Braun.
strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Standing in now, Ryan Braun. He swings and lines it to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are
The batter,
2 away now.
Number 18.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Number 18 tripled and scored in his last at bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. No balls and a strike to count. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked in, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting.
Ready now, Mike Moustakas. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. A runner on first with 2 away. Strike taken to throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, he might have been in there safely regardless of the throw, but you can see he just didn't get on top of the ball enough, and it sailed on him. That usually happens when you try to rush yourself a little too much.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Next for Milwaukee, the catcher, Yasmani.
Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Moustakas at second with 2 down. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. The 2-2. 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And Molina will look this one in, and the inning is over. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's now 5-2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Matt Carpenter. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Here comes the first pitch. Big swing by Carpenter, and this is out to deep right. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Here's Colton Wong now.
Second baseman, Colton.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Braun comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit.
The left fielder, number 23, Marcel Ozuna.
Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. Bottom of the seventh inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Brewers 2. Into the box now, Eric Thames. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Thames behind 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled off. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Into the box, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Hit out towards second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Corey Spangenberg will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. And it's fouled away. Arcia, base runner at first with 1 out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. On a line to shortstop.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Now batting, Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ozuna is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Brewers strand 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Matt Albert has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Previously against Matt Albers. He's 2 for 3. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Visiting Cardinals lead in this one here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the ballgame. Settling in now, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Chopped toward the second baseman. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Stepping up now, Yadier Molina. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-2. Now to the plate, Christian Yelich. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. 2-1 the count. Now the 2-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Two balls and a strike to Braun. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Lined into right field, and it's going to get down. A base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Now batting, number 18.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas.
Number 27.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. He's set, and the pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. A ball and a strike now. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Cecil, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. We've played 8 full. The Cardinals lead it 6-3. Now in the box, Harrison Bader. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Harrison Bader.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Here's the 0-1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Your
Number
attention,
19
please.
will grab a bat and hit for the
Pitching
pitcher
St. Louis.
here.
Number 19.
Liner toward right center. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batter, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down go the Redbirds on a mere 4 pitches. They still lead it 6-3.
Your
John
attention,
Brebbia
please.
is the man called
Now
on to
pitching
close
for
this
the
one and
Cardinals.
earn a save in the
Number
ninth.
60, John Brebbia.
So coming to the plate, Yasmani Grandal.
Leading
He
off
got under
for the
one and
Brewers,
popped out his last
the
time up.
catcher.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to
Yasmani.
drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the
Grandal.
backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Carpenter in foul ground. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. All even at 2-2. Here it is. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Carpenter has room in foul territory. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch
baseman,
at bat.
number 7,
Another strikeout for him on the
Perez.
mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Throw to first will take care of him, and the Brewers are now down to their final out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. That's wide, 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike to Orlando Arcia. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. The Brewers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Cards jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jack Flaherty takes home the win. Chase Anderson couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.